Simply Food by TY.
Hey y'all, and welcome back to Simply Food by TY, honey. Now look, a lot of y'all have been asking me to do some more cocktail recipes and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, well, you know what? Why not? It's summertime. One of my absolute favorite summertime drinks to have at all times is limoncello. So I'm going to show you guys how to make it right now. Now look, you can go to the liquor store, you can buy it, but honest to goodness, I've now had it multiple different ways over the past year. I've had it from liquor stores. I've had it from people's grandmother. I've had it, I went to a distillery where they had, like all different kinds. They had like milkshake kinds and like ruby red flavored. It was a lot. But in the midst of me trying all of those, I did a bunch of research and I have finally come up with a recipe that I think will be pretty good. So I want to share it with you all. Now look, this is the thing. You might be thinking, well, there isn't much sitting in front of you. And that's because, guys, it does not take much to make limoncello. It's a really, really simplistic thing. The only complicated thing about this dish is 2 steps. Patience, because number one, it takes anywhere between 10 to 20 days for it to be ready. By the time we put everything in this jar and seal it up, you need to really let it sit for about 10 days. You can get 10 days at a minimum, but that's just my opinion. I've seen plenty of videos where people do it for 5 days, 3 days, and they just go at it. I'm sure you'll get the same effect, but it won't have that pungent lemon kick that you will get if you just let it sit anywhere, I say, no less than 10 days, but anywhere between 10 to 20 days and you will be in good hands. So that's the first thing, is going to be the patience. The second most difficult thing about this is peeling these lemons. So the key to making limoncello, first of all, is you want to get yourself some organic lemons. Now, because these are so huge, huge lemons, I'm only going to use 8 of these. If they're on the smaller side, I would say use anywhere in between 9 to 10 of them. But these are gigantic, so I'm only going to use about 8 of them, and it should be okay. You want to get yourself 1 liter of pure grain alcohol, which is an Everclear. So this is the one that I am using here. As you guys can see, it is 189 proof. It is 94.5% alcohol. So this particular bottle here is 750 milliliters. You can add more, you can add less, but this is the thing. You kind of want to make sure that you have enough so that it'll last you quite some time. Honestly, I kind of wish now that I would have doubled the recipe so that it would last me through fall, but it's completely fine. This will do just fine because you're going to add a little bit more liquid to this anyway, so it's totally fine. So, as you guys can see, the ingredients are 8 organic lemons. You want to use organic lemons because, let's be honest, you're going to be soaking these peels inside the alcohol. So you already know the alcohol is going to take off any type of foolishness that's on these anyway. So you want to get ones that are not covered in a bunch of pesticides and a bunch of foolishness. Before we get started, we're going to give these a good rinse off just to get any, unnecessary debris off of it. And, it's been sitting in the grocery stores. So you just want to give it a nice little quick rinse. So let's head over to the sink and let's rinse these off. Let's go. So you guys, like I said, all I'm going to do right now is just give these a quick little rinse. You don't have to do too much. All you're doing is just trying to get off, just the dust. I mean, it's been sitting in the grocery store, sitting in the bags. I don't let it soak in the water. I just give it a nice little rinse off. And that's honestly about it. There's not much to this. This is about a 2-second process. You're just trying to rinse it off, and that's about it. Don't get, freaked out if you see any bruises and stuff on the lemons. It's completely fine. These are organic lemons, so they're going to look normal. They're not going to look perfect like the fake stuff that we usually get in the grocery stores. So that's literally about it. I'm going to drain that off, and let's get back to peeling. All right, y'all, so we're back. So you guys just saw the clip of those being rinsed off. So now all we're going to do is pretty much just open this jar up. You want to make sure you get yourself a jar that has, what the hell are they called? Not a ceramic jar. Well, shit, it's slipping my damn head now, child. Y'all see what the hell type of jar this is. One that has a lid where no air can escape. Child, I'm over here losing my mind. And we're going to sit this off to the side because we don't need this for right now. You can use either a knife to peel your lemons, or you can use a vegetable peeler. Like I said, again, the main thing is you do not want to get any of the white from this lemon in this jar. It's going to make a really bitter limoncello, and you do not want that. So just really take your time. It's okay if it's a bunch of small pieces. That's totally fine. Just take your time. Try not to get any of the white. You want to make sure that this is pretty much going to be still completely white and whole by the time we put it in our jar here. And like I said, if it comes off in a bunch of little pieces, it is what it is, honey. As long as you're not getting that white in there, that really is all that matters. Somebody's over here texting me while I'm trying to work, being rude. Rude. But yeah, how my baby's doing today? I'm gonna peel just this one for right now, and then I'll come back when they're all peeled, and then I'll show you guys how we're gonna put, you know, the rest of the stuff in the thing. I mean, honest to goodness, you guys, this is such an easy thing to make, but when I tell you the payoff, hey, and you gotta be careful. Limoncello will get you, because I already told y'all the alcohol that we're using is Everclear. So, you know, we're already using a very strong, high content alcohol. But yeah, if you've never heard of limoncello is often served in a lot of places throughout Italy. Honestly, I feel like it's kind of all over the world, to be honest, but I mostly heard of it from places in Italy. It's often used as a digestive, so it's sometimes served after dinner or in between large meals. But let me tell you, you get this, honey, you can make you a fierce cocktail. A fierce cocktail. Oh, God, I cannot wait. See, that's always the hardest part, is being patient and actually letting it sit for as long as it truly needs to sit. Now, the reason why I say, you know, you can use a vegetable peel or a knife, sometimes the vegetable peel will take off too much, a lot of the white, and you got to be careful with that. So that's why you can also use a knife. And it's fine if you get a little bit of the white, but I mean, like I said, it'll make it really bitter. So this is kind of one of those things where you kind of need to take your time, because as you guys can see, well, it's so bright that you can't see it, but that's all the white, and you want to make sure you leave that behind. If you cut down to the inside of the lemon, honey, you have gone too far. Too far. But I hope everyone is having a fabulous day. And honest to goodness, I hope all of you guys make this recipe. Because I'm telling you, come the holiday season, especially if you make a lot of it, this stuff is great during Christmas time. That's why it's like, typically you would make something like this, honestly, at the new year, so that you can have it ready for spring, have it ready for summer, and then make your next batch towards the end of the summer so that it's ready for, you know, the next holiday season. So this one here is pretty much all peeled, except this little piece here I'm not going to use because it looks a little bit rough. But it's really easy to do, you guys. All we're doing is literally peeling all of these lemons, pouring that entire bottle of Everclear into this jar. We're going to let it sit I'm going to let it sit for 15 days. And then what you're going to do is you're going to add 750 milliliters of water and roughly about a cup to about a cup and a half of sugar. It kind of depends on how sweet you would like it, but we'll get to that on the day when we actually do it, so don't worry. This will be a two-part video for you all. So you guys are just seeing the beginning stage, and then when we come back, I'll be showing you guys how to add in the sugar and all that, and then that's the last step. And then honestly, you just pop it in the freezer, let it chill. And when I tell you, it is the perfect little thing to have a little sip on, baby. All right, y'all, so that is the first one peeled. As you guys can see, I just put them right into this giant jar. I'm gonna finish peeling up the rest of these, and then when we come back, I will show you how many peels have made into the jar. We're gonna pour this alcohol into the jar, and then we're gonna wrap this bad boy up. Okay. All right, y'all, so we're back. So, as you guys can see, all of the lemons have been peeled, and I have put them all into our glass jar here, which is right here. As you guys can see, all of the lemon peels are in there. So now, all we're simply going to do, let me just move some of these out of the way so I can put this in the middle for you guys, is take our bottle of Everclear, and we're gonna pour the entire bottle in here. Here we go. Pour that entire bottle in. And you can save this bottle because if you don't want to have to stress about, you know, the measurement of 750 milliliters, literally, when we get to the 15-day mark, when we finish up the process, all you got to do, fill this up with water. And then that's it. That can be your measuring cup. So right now, you guys, we are actually done. Hey, love, so there was one thing that I forgot to tell you guys, and I was just like, oh my God, I forgot to tell them. Do not, I repeat, do not throw away that lemon juice from all those lemons. Once you have put all of your lemon peels and the Everclear in the bottle, take your lemons, squeeze all of the lemon juice out of those lemons, and add it to the jar, you guys. Put all of that fresh lemon juice right in there. Add it to it. And that's it. Now, depending on where you live, you can sit it somewhere where it'll get a little bit of sunlight, but you don't want it somewhere where it's going to be like boiling. So for me, I'm probably going to like move it around a lot. I'm going to probably sit it in my front room so that it gets a little bit of sun. But I don't want it to be like boiling hot, if that makes any sense. So yeah, you guys, so this is about it. So now that we have our Everclear inside of our jar, covering up our lemon peels, we're going to let this sit for 15 days. And then when we come back, we're going to add in the water, the sugar, put it in our bottles or whatever type of container you want to put it in, pop it in the freezer, and then you can enjoy it. You know, this is the part of the process that takes time. You know, this is the part where you kind of got to be patient. But I'm telling you, when you go to pour this liquid out 15 days from now, or if you do the full 20 days, it is going to be the most beautiful yellow color. If when you start to pour, this water alcohol has not changed to this vibrant yellow color, that means it hasn't been sitting long enough. So that's a good way to test it, to see if it's ready to go. But yeah, so let's speed ahead 15 days. Let's go!
One eternity later.
All right, y'all, so I'm back. Okay, so look, it has been 15 days so far. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do now is open this bad boy up, and my God, stand back because the damn fumes from this thing could probably kill someone. But as you guys can see, look at how dark this color has gotten. I mean, it's taken on this really, really, really dark yellow color. So all we need to do now to finish up the limoncello is simply add in 2 cups of white sugar and then 750 milliliters of water. So I told you earlier in the video, all you have to do is just save the bottle that the Everclear was in, put the water in it, and then you don't have to worry about trying to measuring it. I have 2 glass bottles here that we're gonna fill up. Hopefully we'll get 2 bottles. I'm not quite sure because these bottles are much bigger than the ones I've had before. And then you're just gonna need a spoon to mix it up, and then something to pour your limoncello into the bottles. So this is the thing. A lot of times I've seen people where they take the water and they boil the sugar in it and they make like a simple syrup. I'm not choosing to do that just because I think it's kind of an unnecessary step, in my opinion. All you need to do is just give this a good shaking around. The sugar is going to completely dissolve, to be honest with you. I'm not worried about it because what I do is at this stage, once I add everything to the mixture, put it in the bottles and seal it, I'm going to put it in my freezer for about 5 days. So it's all going to gel together anyway, so you can skip that step completely. I wouldn't stress yourself out about it. So what we're going to go ahead and do now is add in the sugar. We're also going to add in the water, and then that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and get to that now. Let's pop this bad boy open for the first time. Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, it's strong. It's limoncello, that's for damn sure. Okay, so let's put our 2 cups of white sugar in. You can change this. It's completely up to you. You do not have to put in 2 cups. You can do 1.5. Now, as you guys can see, I'm keeping the lemon peels in here while I'm doing this part because I'm going to let this sit in here for just a little while longer. You know, just to gel everything together. But like I said, y'all, this is so daggone easy to make. It's not complicated at all. So I'm gonna give it a mix with my spoon real quick before I even add the water, just to get the process going. So right now what we have is the Everclear, the lemon peels, and the lemon juice, and now the sugar. Just gonna give that a good mix, mix. And now we're gonna go ahead and add in the 750 milliliters of water. You guys, this is limoncello. That's it. It's not hard to make. It's really simplistic. I'm just gonna give this a nice little mixing here. If you have a cheesecloth, you can use that to strain it. I don't get as fussed about that part of the step, to be honest with you. I'm just gonna use a strainer, so that's just kind of how I choose to do it, but you know. So that's that. Okay, let me grab a strainer really quick, and then we're gonna put this stuff in the bottles. All right, y'all, I'm back. So this is not the strainer that I want to use, but clearly it's been hidden away somewhere, so I don't know where it is, but we're just gonna go ahead and use this one today. So now what I'm gonna do is take the top off this, open up one of my lovely bottles, have that ready, and I'm just gonna pour some of our mixture into this pitcher here. That way it'll catch some of the lemon peels. Okay, y'all, so I'm back. So I'm about to pour this stuff into the pitcher. You're gonna see a white hand in the frame. No, that's not my hand. All right, so I'm gonna pour it in slowly so that I can catch the lemon peels. Nice and slow. Okay. All right, so now you can lift it up. And now I'm gonna pour this into, you can hold it over this. You don't wanna waste any of the alcohol. And now I'm gonna pour this into our bottle that we're gonna keep it in without spilling anything. And then I'm just gonna repeat this process until this bottle is full. Now I have a feeling that I'm probably only gonna get 1 bottle, maybe 1.5. I don't know, we'll see. But like I said, I'm gonna repeat this and I will see you guys when this bottle is full to the top. Alrighty guys, well, as you guys can see, I got 2 full bottles of my limoncello here. And now I'm just gonna pop these in the freezer for about another 5 days. And then it's time to serve it up. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I truly hope that you guys try out this recipe. It is damn good. If you do, definitely make sure you send me a message and let me know how you liked it. But yeah, so here's my limoncello, and if you are new to my channel, welcome to SimplyFoodByTy. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If so, go on ahead and subscribe, hit that bell to be notified. And to all of my returning subscribers, y'all babies know I love y'all so much, and as always, y'all stay cute and take care. Bye, y'all.
Simply Food by TY.